Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to I think this is race number 8 of the Mountain Dew Code Red Series. We're here at Homestead for the World Fuel Services 350. On the pole for today's race is Connor Brian, and I believe this is his third pole of the season. So they certainly have some speed in this 20 Toyota. Starting beside him in second is Scott Greening. Row 2, we have Michael Cavanero and Chloe Baker. Row 3, Steve Cavallo and Peter Sands. Row 4, Skylar Dixon and Nicholas Samudio. And in row 5, Paul Sardinia and Nico Tringali. Dylan Young making his return, starts 22nd. And Philip Tringali making his return as well, starting 15th. So 41 laps of racing, and these Code Red Series drivers are probably going to expect their second pit stop of the season. Or scheduled pit stop, because Talladega, I believe they pit once or twice. They're going to have to pit once here today. So it should be interesting to see how these drivers do at this track. And hopefully it's a good race and maybe no wrecks. Maybe there will be some like in the truck series, but we'll have to wait and find out. And I'll see you for the start of the race. So we get ready to go green flag racing. 8th race of the season out of 20 for the Code Red Series drivers. As they come off of turn 4, green flag is out and the World Fuel Services 350 is underway. Connor Breton clearing for the race lead for now. They're 3 wide in the back. As Michael Cavanero will look under the 20. Who's going to lead lap number 1? And it will be Connor Breton, but now 3 wide for the lead. Steve Cavallo on the bottom. Now they're 4 wide in the middle of the turn. Steve Cavallo is in the race lead. Now they're 3 almost 4 wide again in the turn. And this is not going to work. It seems they can push 4 wide, but I know one thing. 5 wide is not going to work at all. Whoa, 52 just got on the wall there. Hold on to your helmets. It's now Steve Cavallo under fire from the 55 of Paul Sardinia for the race lead. Paul Sardinia will jump to the front in his number 55 Extreme Motorsports Chevrolet. As here comes Robert Rogers in his 24 Toyota for Raging Ferrets Motorsports. Nobody has lost the pack yet, which is good as Robert Rogers will take the lead. Teammate owner Nico Tringali right behind them there on the bottom as Philip Tringali in that 14 is up here too. All the Raging Ferrets cars are really up here right now. But here comes Connor Brian already looking to come back to the front. Brenda Rogers is going to make it 4 wide. And that was Nico Tringali bouncing off the wall there. As Paul Sardinia is back into the lead. And him and the 24 seem to switching it off here. As they're 4 wide behind them. Robert Rogers back to the lead. Emily Brooks making her way up here. Michael Cavanero. Oh, Benjamin Tilton's going to make it 4 wide. It's the 55 and 24 continuing to swap back between the lead. As it's crazy racing behind them. Austin Alves coming up in the third. Michael Amato and brother Colby Alves behind him. So now Paul Sardinia will not be able to go straight back to the lead, passing the 24. As Austin Alves and Michael Amato move up to the front. And now Amato down low, 3 wide for the race lead. And how much Michael Amato would love to get back in victory lane. In the Cup Series, he'd love to, but getting his first Code Red Series win would be a great accomplishment too, as he will take the race lead 10 laps into today's event. Zachary Rogers in that 33 car up here. As Michael Amato's teammate, Steve Cavallo, will look down low for the race lead here. 30 laps to go when they hit the stripe. We've mostly seen Cavallo stay up front, but we've also seen some new faces come up here as well. There's a little split in the pack, and I think that's because the 6 of Colby Alves bounced off the wall. But Steve Cavallo with a commanding race lead right now. Caution flag is out. And it looks like they're going to race back to the line. The caution flag was out, though. It looks like Dylan Young, Michael Cavanero were involved. Steve Cavallo is going to lead it to the first caution, and I think if these drivers pit here, they should be good to go to the end. As they're sorting out their little mess here. We'll see what happened to Dylan Young and Michael Cavanero. And yeah, these guys are coming to pit. It looks like Emily Brooks is going to get into... Oh yeah, see the 6 hits the wall again, pushing the 10 down into the 15. And the 15 just gets that slight bump into the 88 of Dylan Young, and there's nothing you can do there. 15 hits the wall, 18 is just going to get a slight tap from the 15. And they end up spinning, and there's the caution is out right there. Pace car's going off a pit road right there. So a small caution here to start the day, but it seems maybe the 15's day could be done. Yeah, he's got a lot of hood damage there. Let's get you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back, green flag racing. Michael Cavanero staying in the race. He's 1 lap down. And it looks like he might be a slow car, maybe getting in the way. Starting on the restart, Steve Cavallo leads, then Zachary Rogers, Nathan Rogers, Benjamin Tilton, and Scott Greeny is the top 5 as the green flag is back out in the World Fuel Services 350. And you can just see how slow the 15 car is. And he just held up Alan Cavanero as Zachary Rogers looks to go for the race lead. So the pack has been split and continues to be split, and Ace Rogers is coming to pit road, and they might have a fuel problem as the pack clears to 15. As you can see, there is a huge pack split as Paul Sardinia goes back to the race lead, and they're going to lap the 3 car here, and I think the Ace Rogers might have a fuel problem. They didn't get all the fuel they needed in the car, and now they think they're going to have to keep fueling it up, which is very surprising, actually, because they were all the way at the back of the field. If they go to pit again, they definitely have a fuel problem. Staying out now. Oh, that's weird. Nathan Rogers to the lead. Mason Powers in the second. Mason Powers looking to get his first win in the series. Here comes the 43 of Caleb Hoffman. I didn't even see him get up here. Wow, he came out of nowhere. Teammate Sheila Sullivan's up here too. Got under 20 laps to go. And I think because of Michael Cavanero, we'll see these guys finish the race green flag. Ace Rogers must have had some kind of problem that he had to pit for. As you can see, the pack is extremely spread out now. But it seems they are starting to catch back up. As now Sheila Sullivan is just going to get into a brush with the wall there. As Cavallo had taken the lead, Mason Powers is going to look for it back here. And the pack is reforming. When they catch the 15 again, that might not be good. As now Greeny's going to get into the wall. He was second. This time he's going to be outside the top 10. And Mason Powers has a pretty commanding lead at the moment. As they come to the line, it will be 15 laps to go. Mason Powers commanding lead. Zachary Rogers looking for second. Connor Breton making his way back up here to the front. Holy crap. And Steve Cavallo is in the points lead right now. Ace Rogers is up there, and I forget who the other driver is that's at the top of the points. Connor Breton's like 8th in points, I think. Well, you guys will see after the race ends. But Mason Powers is continuing the lead. Paul Sardinia making his way back up to the front here as well. As they're about to catch Michael Cavanero. And I don't know if it will be the last time, but I kind of hope it is. No, it probably won't be, considering the lap time comparison. They might catch him again. As Connor Breton's going to get into the wall this time. Mason Powers is trying to figure out which way to go, and he has to put the brakes on. He's going underneath him, though. So Powers gets by. Now Eric Powers is going to be moved into second as Paul Sardinia and Brenda Rogers get blocked. And Steve Cavallo is getting blocked too at the back of that line. Paul Sardinia can't seem to get through, and this is a big tough break for the 55 team. The rest of the drivers are going to get through with no problem, it seems. Mason Powers still in the lead. Peter Sands and Zachary Rogers battling for second with 10 laps to go. I'm just starting a new clip there. 10 laps to go here at Homestead. Mason Powers looking for his first career victory in the series. But he's got some veterans behind him in the form of Zachary Rogers and Peter Sands. Sheila Sullivan's coming up here looking for maybe her second win on the season. 33 is getting close up to that 60 cars bumper. There he goes. He's looking underneath. Zachary Rogers on the inside of Mason Powers. As they enter turn 3. Zachary Rogers with the inside line's going to take it. Peter Sands behind in second. 4-car breakaway. Sean Harple's up here in fourth. And if I remember correctly, Sean Harple had a good shot to win. I think it was Kansas or Ricky Raceway. Anyway, the pack is going to start to catch up here again. There's Chloe Baker. She's been doing really well as late. 2 wins in the series. Zachary Rogers in the lead. He's been downright terrible, if I remember correctly. Peter Sands looking for his first win in the series. Peter Sands' only career win in any of the top 3 series coming in the Truck Series. And Peter Sands will take the lead. 6 laps to go here at Homestead. Chloe Baker coming up for the fight in the 84 car. That's Cameron Gadoo. And will they catch... I don't think they're catching the 15 again. No, I don't think they're going to. Zachary Rogers battling down low. 5 laps to go. Peter Sands has it at the line. He'll lead that lap, but this could come into be a photo finish. Mason Powers trying to get back up to the front. Wants that first career victory. Zachary Rogers trying to get the win for his son Ace, who had a problem. Peter Sands back looking down low. Only car Team Penske's fielding in this series this season. But now Sands drives it in too hard. Mason Powers coming in on the bottom. Rogers looking to get back to the low side. Wow, what a move. He ducks right in front of his father. 3 laps to go at the line. Zachary Rogers will not be denied. That's the kind of attitude he's portraying. Here comes Robert Rogers in the 24 car. They're going to come to 2 laps to go. Who is it going to be in victory lane? Zachary Rogers still in the lead. 2 to go. 3 wide almost for second. That's the 97 of Sean Harple. And as they're going 3 wide, the 33 is starting to pull away. Coming in a white flag. 1 more lap to go here at Homestead. Does Robert Rogers or anybody else have anything for the 33 car? Coming down the back straightaway. Zachary Rogers won at Kansas in the Cup Series. And he won at Martinsville in the trucks. He's going to have a win in all 3 series. He will win the World Fuel Services 350 here at Homestead. A hard-fought win for Zachary Rogers in the 33 machine. He has 1 win this season in every series. Except part-timers, of course, because he's too good for that. Robert Rogers coming home second. Brenda Rogers third. Cameron Harple coming home fourth. Mason Powers fifth. And Sean Harple sixth. James Morton seventh. Caleb Hoffman eighth. Nathan Rogers ninth. And Cameron Gaddu will come home 10th. See you guys for the Cup race. It's going to be a long one.